don't care about video
Don't get
sources, you
recording.
damn. All right, we're live.
Well, okay, hi everybody. We totally haven't been talking for the past half hour. How are you doing today?
Well,
Good.
welcome to Insanity.
I'm dying inside. Thank you very much. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay. What happened last time? I can't remember. I haven't had coffee, please God help.
Okay, I can actually read off what I sent to B.
Yeah, we used to have a system where somebody writes a recap of the last session every session, so we could they could read it out to us, and we'd all be like, "Oh right, we
Okay.
killed that."
So I have.
And then now
I
we're
have something
hunted by the
similar to
mafia.
that.
Trust me, I remember if I would have killed someone.
Okay,
It
so
was an example. It hasn't happened yet, but honestly, I would not expect any differently from you guys.
all right. So, good news and bad news. Good news is, I have something like it. Bad news, it's all from my character's perspective. So, fair warning.
Okay, great. Cool.
Please do it, it's beautiful.
Write it. Read it out.
Okay, so this part was not written because B was there for it, but my character had, been tracked on a spinning gear in Mechanus, the plane of law and order, for about 2 days, and was going slowly insane as he watched the sunrise and sunset on the slowly spinning gear. Then there was a flash of light in the distance, and he decided to himself, I don't know what that is, but if I'm hallucinating, then I hope this kills me. So he goes over and he finds a drow. What is Zoe again? I'm sorry.
Shadakai.
He finds a drow, a unconscious Shadakai, and a I forget the name of this.
Fire Genasi.
Fire Genasi. And he's like, oh, thank God you fuckers have food.
And
Much
then
lighter.
Ferion handed him cockroaches. And his day got worse from there.
So, after, trying to help up the unconscious Shadakai, who woke up and was very not happy with him accidentally taking off her boots, she thankfully didn't stab my character a dozen times. They talk. Audric made an agreement with them that they all wanted to get off this plane, so working together might theoretically be beneficial. They asked if Audric had seen a certain fancily dressed man, and perhaps a man who looked ready to commit murder. And Audric said he had saw both of them going that way. They began headed down that way and found a cliff with another gear below them. We get the brilliant idea to combine our ropes, have Audric hold on as everyone else goes down, and then, yeet himself into a blanket. The dice were not happy at us, and it didn't work out like that.
Broken arm and
It was good for me, my cloak didn't get ripped.
Oh boy, here's what I had written down. Virgil goes down easily, then Ferion decides to be a show-off and almost fall to his death. Then Audric drops Zoe, thankfully she's fine. And then Audric, with his low dexterity, misses the cape by a mile. Virgil tries to catch him. Virgil breaks his arm doing so. Audric feels so bad, heals it, and thankfully our merry band is off again. They make their way to the strangest city I've seen this week. Using Zoe's bird to scout it, they see a bunch of elves with weird markings and clipped ears guarding the place. Audric has been here before, but only remembered like halfway through the session. Getting inside isn't hard, but Virgil has to sign a paper saying he's the adopted mom of both Zoe and Ferion, as they're unclipped and therefore children. There is no way in hell they are clipping their ears short. So they exchange.
I was considering it for a few minutes, but then I decided against it.
I am very surprised you were even considering.
Fact.
So they exchange gold for the local currency, which looks like little gears, and Audric rents a room while Ferion and Virgil go shopping. Side note, Ferion buying the worst outfit ever, and Zoe ordering a miniature mechanical burb. Town is steampunk AF. They wander, they have banter. Audric and Virgil lament over taking legal custody of two fools, and they go to get a meal. And who do they see? But homicidal man. Man who wants to kick the shit out of Jarlaxle. They approach. After a bit of conversing, they agree to team up, as 5 is probably better than 1. They go to their room, 4 beds, thankfully. Farion is sulking, Zoe is trancing, and casting detect emotions, see how everyone feels, and Virgil is exhausted. Audric, though, goes to offer his services to the local hospital, gets free cookies, and offers some to the team before passing out. And then that's pretty much where
like
we
he just sort of
stopped.
fell through the door.
Side note, I only cast detect emotion for my own gain. I don't have to find out how I really feel. Like, I don't know, comfort them or some shite. But I ain't doing that. I just did it for my own. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that tracks. And that I believe that's where we stopped. So our characters are
Yeah, I'm
now
pretty sure we
being
stopped with
kicked
everybody
awake.
falling asleep, and I'm pretty sure the next thing that happened is Ferion kicked everybody literally out of bed. So
But it's always gonna kick him back.
roll to hit.
I thought you said no PvP, Fox.
Listen, this is
I'm joking.
friendly banter.
I
I think she might be actually trying to kill him. Besides, Ferion is an NPC, not technically a character.
It's
Fix
They're a
dexterity.
DMPC.
do I
Shut up.
add dexterity and proficiency?
Whatever. Do what you think. I'm gonna roll for dexterity for Ferion.
Okay, I'm just gonna add that.
Hold on. I have to pull up.
15.
1 second. 1 second. I am not prepared.
Are we ever
loading
going to be,
pre-processed
though?
content. Great. Thank you, app. This is really helping me.
Are you missing your loaded dice again?
No, I found my dice. I'm using the pink ones this time because I can.
I am just going to use the ones in the app I have.
Well,
Y'all don't collect like you've never done anything else?
What?
You don't collect dice like you've never seen anything else?
Oh no, I have plenty. I don't have a lot of space to roll them here.
I have a little.
They might knock over my diva statue or the little Eevee my girlfriend got me.
I mean, I don't have any room, and I have inks on the table, so this is a much larger hazard. But I have this little, like, half of a little thing that a wallet I bought in came in, and I use that as a dice tray.
Okay, but if they break my girlfriend's Christmas present, I'm going to flip.
Why would they break? What are your dice made of?
Some of them are actually made of steel.
Okay, then maybe don't use those. I don't know. Do what you think.
Like...
You're gonna have plenty of dice rolling sounds from me.
Oh no,
however,
will I survive? Oh wait, I should probably Alright, anyway.
Okay, so he would be making a saving throw against you.
I rolled a 15.
Do you want to add a +3 bonus because Audric is now technically conscious?
He somehow, he has +7 on his dexterity saving throws, but he still managed to. Whatever. Yeah, you kick him back. He's half awake. Kick him in the shin.
And after that, I'm just gonna stand up myself, because no fucking bloody hell. Anyone's gonna kick Zoe out of bed, especially not Farion.
Audric is instead gonna just accept his fate and begin getting ready.
I think Virgil is awake and he's moaning and groaning because he wants coffee.
Audric is...
What? Coffee? I still don't understand what coffee is.
There's some surface level stuff. Don't ask me, it's black. But it tastes good. And it makes you feel
going
like...
to
Luna,
offer.
you are very difficult to understand. Are you sure we shouldn't just wait on your headphones?
I can't even connect my Bluetooth.
Maybe you're easier to understand when you're not doing the accent. Oh, the Eevee.
Yes.
I want to get one of those.
Yes.
I want to get one of those. I've seen them around.
That was
Half of
my.
this is just gonna be us talking about random nonsense. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's just got that. Get used to it.
I might put a
Yes.
picture of what I sent in chat, maybe in the video, theoretically, if I want to. Probably not. Future Charles is gonna put an intermission right here and be like, I didn't do that because it was too hard and I'm lazy.
Well, now you did it for editor, which is also you.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Okay.
Audric is going to offer Virgil a cookie.
Virgil will take it and start munching on it. Kind of. He gets very tired.
Jesus,
So-
Luna, are you okay?
I'm sorry, I had... Yeah.
God, did you just... That sounded like your brain just flew out through your nose.
Please.
Are you
I stuffed it back in. I stuffed it back in.
Please tell me you can't hear the vacuuming in the background.
I can only hear the sounds of my computer fan going crazy. I have to take this thing apart and clean it, but I don't know how, and I'm scared to break it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't a vacuum. That was my grandfather sawing something.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
One of the socks.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I
But
apologize profusely.
Virgil, you're fine. Virgil accepts the cookie and kind of angrily munches on it.
Angrily munch. Anger munch.
Yes. Yeah. I can't
So,
make noises right now.
everybody's
We're going
awake.
downstairs.
Very loudly, I assume. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wait. I think that my character would go looking for the. Do we know our contact's name? What was his name again?
His name is Artemis. Everybody knows him.
Yeah, but like, consider my brain is holier than the Pope.
Oh boy.
Alright. Before getting out of bed, I'm going to pray.
Holier than Audric himself.
Anyway, Audric's gonna go looking for Artemis, making sure he didn't take off without him.
Oh no, he's sitting there in the same corner, still looking like he's about to stab a man. He's quite intimidating, even though he's pretty short.
Audric's gonna be right next to him, and it's gonna be like, you are literally... He's gonna bite back the thought of telling this man that he's literally being the stereotypical brooding silent type in the corner, but he's not gonna say it out loud. But he's definitely thinking it.
He knows.
Alright, so is there like a coffee shop, something around the area?
You didn't see any.
Shit.
But this place does serve coffee. Let's not talk about coffee. It's going to remind me that I don't have any.
Alright.
Oh well,
I want.
Virgil was going to go up to the counter and ask for
Yeah,
two
Zoe too.
large pots of coffee.
Zoe wants one too.
An entire pot.
Entire pot.
Okay, sure. Have your fucking coffee. It costs you like. Hold on, I wrote down the exchange rate of the currency somewhere. I know I can't find it.
I believe it was
You said
20
like
of
20.
these for
Oh,
1 gold.
I think it was 20 coins equals 1 gold or something.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
So
Audric's just
I
gonna
don't
look
know.
at his two companions and shake his head softly.
I
That's how
don't
you
know
ruin
what
your
you
kidneys.
paid for it. I don't care. Let's just not worry about that too much. My brain is too slow for math. Who let me be a dungeon master? I don't know. But you guys are here.
You're an amazing dungeon master.
I
Oh, you
voted
don't
for you.
have to flatter me. That's not gonna get you anywhere,
Yes.
you know? I don't accept bribes, but I do accept bribes in the form of coffee.
I will get you your coffee.
I love him. I love him so much.
Yeah, Zoe's just gonna X the whole pot on the spot, so she doesn't have to go anywhere else, and is then going to, I don't know, silently sitting down, honoring the agreement of not talking to each other because they're probably going to end up hitting each other.
Okay, so everyone's there.
I assume that we
Arnold
already did.
takes his feet off of the table. Yes, he was kind of slouching against the wall, looking very cocky a little bit.
You're literally
And
mean right
he
now.
folds his hands and he goes, "So, I guess I should give you guys some more information on what we're about to do here.
Oh, that would
You
be
guys,
wonderful.
yeah, you guys have seen Jarlaxle fight, correct?
I have not.
We do not have.
Oh,
Virgil is just downing
my
coffee.
condolences then. What I'm trying to say is, in your current state, I don't think you could beat him. Besides, that's not our greatest problem right now.
Then what is, if I may ask?
I'm pretty sure I've told you this, but our greatest problem are enforcers. They are automatically dispatched by the plane, since this is the plane of law and order, to right any wrongs, as in killing the person who did the wrong, track them down, and dispose of them, so to speak.
Couldn't
Audric's
we
gonna
like
kinda look at his teammates and give them a raised eyebrow, like, what the fuck did you three do?
We didn't do
It's just in the
The
background.
Jarlaxle committed the crime of theft.
Ari did not steal anything?
Okay.
No, you didn't. Otherwise, they would already be here, and we would have to fight and kill them. If you can kill a machine. I've never been sure about that.
Destroy it. We can agree on the word destroy. There we go.
Yes.
destroy.
Dispose of.
Yes.
So why don't we let them do the work for us?
Because we want to get out of this hellscape. And Jarlaxle has the only portal back on him.
Ah.
So I assume that when machines dispatch of someone, their body kind of gets destroyed with everything they have on them.
If Jarlaxle doesn't kill
The
them
way
in
of
return.
describing it, they are basically turned into earth. So it's a figure of speech, not literal. A red smear on the floor might describe it quite well.
Ah.
Mm.
So, well, we're saying is that we have to find him
We
before
have to
they
find
hide.
him before they find him and get out of here. Otherwise, we have a problem.
Yes.
But we
Yay.
can't fight Jarlaxle because he just absolutely murdered us. So we need to find him and somehow manage to get the thing from him without getting murdered.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
just
Sounds
complicates it, I suppose.
Hmm. Well, that could be a problem.
Virgil has finally drunken enough coffee to be awake.
Listen, care for the man, but I don't want to see him dead either. We used to be
Hannah
quite close,
blinks.
so I do share memories with him. If you could not kill him, that would be fantastic.
Virgil blinks blearily at everybody. And this seems to finally be where, like, okay, so what's the plan?
Ah. Uh. uh, mm.
You get a very angry look, like a, oh, come on, really?
Wait. Okay. So.
I took last night to reassess the track, but I still couldn't find him himself or talk to him at all, so I'm afraid we're all going to have to do this together.
Yes, but when we find him, is he immediately going to run away, or are we going to have any chance of even speaking to him?
He has what he wanted, so the chance of speaking to him is quite high.
Hmm.
Good.
He's
So,
going to try and make amends, I assume. You did do a relatively good job last time, even though he did end up betraying you.
I assume that's normal for him?
Again?
I assume that's normal for him?
Oh, yes, it definitely is. He tends to pull off things like that
Hmm.
occasionally.
All right. So.
But why is he still here?
Because he hasn't been able to leave without me.
Oh.
And he holds up a small object.
And I'm assuming the reason why you haven't left yet is because you can't leave without him.
Exactly. I managed to, in my pursuit of him, take the power source of his portal from him. So he has all the rest of the components, but I have the power source, which is quite rare. Therefore, he can't leave without me, but I can't leave without him either.
All right.
What is going
So
to
we
make
need
sure
his
that...
cooperation.
But who is going to make sure that you don't betray us?
Why would I betray you?
Why would you
You're
not?
not in my way. You're not working against me or parallel to me. You're working with me at the moment. So why would I betray you?
Makes sense.
I mean, I don't know about you three. He looks at Farion, Zoe, and Virgil, but personally, I just want to go home. That would be nice to be in the material plane again and not here. I'm really starting to get a migraine from this place.
Of years. Terrible.
That would be nice. Yes.
So, here's my reasoning. I go stock up on rations, and whoever else wishes to come, and then we
You
start
have
leaving.
rations.
Okay, yeah, but like, I don't know how long we're gonna take. And also, I'd
I
like to not eat
Why don't you
cockroaches. Thank
just
you very
ask?
much.
I'm pretty sure he said it's about a day's travel from here. So it's not very far.
Oh,
Okay,
How much? I only have. Oh, I have 2 days of rations.
I don't. I have 4 days of rations.
Have you ever even used rations?
Nope.
Nope.
I
Nope.
think we've just glossed over that.
Yes,
And
we.
again, I don't think you've ever been on the road and fighting random encounters for long enough to where you would have needed the rations. That's just not really how I set up my stories. If you wanted to see more of that, you should have told me, but
hmm
honestly,
Oh, I don't
I
care.
don't think
yeah.
anybody terribly cares to run around in the
It's like
wilderness and fight
arrows. Who
random
really
wolves.
counts them? All right. So we should probably start going, unless there's anything anyone else here needs done.
I need my burp.
Mm. Hmm.
The
Sucks to be
bird.
you, I guess. Shouldn't have ordered it.
Oh. Uh,
Look, if
which would you rather have, Zoe? Would you rather have your bird, or would you rather be in the material plane?
Listen, I'm from the Shadowfell. There's a portal to there probably somewhere. So yes, I could just go and get my bird and just go make my way to Shadowfell again.
Up to you. I'm going after whoever this jar. This guy. I honestly have no clue who we're talking about.
Totally
Personally,
has
never heard of
nothing to
him.
do with the dungeon master's bias.
Well, I suppose maybe we can go and take them. Maybe he's done early. I'm just gonna check by at the shop and then head on.
Okay, check the shop.
Yes.
The shopkeep greets you and is like, "Oh, you're a little early. It won't be done until tomorrow morning."
This is very unfortunate. But I'll make sure to come back and have it. I might be late then, though.
I can keep it in the back with your name on it. Well, your father's name.
Well, well, in that case.
Ow.
um, I'm gonna say Virgil went with her because I don't think they're kind of allowed to just wander around on their own.
Yeah,
What kind of
I think. Um,
animals are the like already made out of?
the already finished wind up pieces.
Yes.
You see bugs, a lot of bugs actually. Like nothing super special. You see a wind up dog and some stuff that you
Is
don't
there a cat?
recognize. Cats? No, you don't see
Yes.
any.
Darn. Oh well. Zoe,
Yes.
you can either come with us or you can stay here waiting for your little bird and Miss
But it will
Lee.
come with us. You.
Good.
I should stop doing that.
What?
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 I I
What?
I mentioned I should stop doing that because my I was rolling a die on my app and realized it was making a sound, which is gonna show up on the recording later.
That's
Cause
fine.
I'm gonna die. Background noises. Ah.
anyway,
Okay. I think we can go on our way then.
about you rolling.
He talked about rolling a dice, and then I was like, oh, let's roll a dice on
Okay, fair enough.
Discord.
Alright, so are we headed out, or is there anything else we need?
No, I
Nope.
don't think so.
Alright. So I believe our
Yeah.
party is underway. Following Artemis?
Let me tell you, as soon as they leave for wine bottle, take a swim. Ah, fucking finally!
Hello?
Hello?
Can't you hear me? What the hell?
You cut out.
We can hear you.
Okay. As soon as they are out of the sea, Zoe is immediately going to uncork one of her wine bottles, just going to take a sip before putting it away like, ah, fucking finally!
To the old ways, huh?
One.
Artemis turns around, he's like, maybe you shouldn't be drinking.
It was just a sip, okay? I can drink lots of crap, trust me on that one.
I don't think I should trust you on anything. Yeah, trusting her is a mistake.
Yeah, good point.
Her name is Bitch, by the way. I know her name isn't Bitch. It was worth a try.
Oh, shut up,
I don't think you've been able to convince a single person.
One day, I will convince someone.
If they're going to go with it, I'm just gonna straight up kill him.
I'm pretty sure that's called murder.
Do I look like I care?
Not particularly, which is a little bit concerning.
What? It's just murder. As long as it's not murder, then I should have felt. I was fine.
Yes, but
Because there's a murder than sisters.
Yes, but that involves killing people. That's not a good thing.
What?
You do realize that's not a good thing, right?
What is bad about murdering someone that has done you wrong? What is bad about it?
Boy,
What's bad is that they didn't deserve it.
Look,
Now, if someone
If they deserve it in my eyes, I'm gonna kill him. That's how it goes.
look, let's put it this way. Everyone makes choices and can make choices, and when you kill them, they no longer can make those. They no longer have the option of doing those things. So yes, people commit great acts of evil. I am very well aware, but everyone can change. So it's.
Yeah, but I agree with you somewhat, but I
know
don't
who you're
agree
walking
with you.
right now.
I am aware, but it fits my character. Sorry. I'm not going
just
to
imagining
deny
him
your
on
words,
deserve
Virgil.
having a midlife crisis again.
I'm not going to deny your words, Virgil. When people commit evil, we fight that evil. I will not deny that. And yes, there are people who will never change and are not willing to do so. But those who wish to try, we must hold out a branch of peace.
I don't care about peace. I only care about a few things. And those include gathering strong memories and art. And that's about it.
What I've learned today is that you are too soft-hearted. He looks at
Roderick.
Audric.
Yeah.
And he looks at Zoe and he's like, and I'm starting to wonder if you have a heart at all.
Listen, I do have a heart. It's beating right in my chest under my beautiful tits. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course you have a heart. In a jar on your desk.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh Oh god, do I wish I had written it myself.
Hey, you applied it at the appropriate time.
There you go.
Timing 101 right there.
You remembered the joke.
Yes.
That's more
there
than
you
I've
go.
done sometimes.
Oh boy. Anyway,
I think
I
Zoe even writes on a desk. She writes on the dead bodies of her fallen enemies.
Well, what's left from them, that is.
but Audric turns back to Virgil. Would you rather me be too soft, or would you rather me not have a heart at all?
Like Zoe.
He's actually pointing to Zoe while he says this.
I'm going to snoop at his face with Mage Hand.
You
You're
said
going
you're
to
gonna
what at his
slap at
face
him?
with Mage Hand?
I'm just going to snip him in the face, you know, when he does.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you flick his nose with your Mage Hand.
Actually, it can't do an attack. It's fine, I'm joking.
You start that, I'm gonna kick you out of here quick. I can find a different paladin, damn it.
I'm just
Okay,
joking,
At Odd's question, Virgil just kind of goes quiet. He doesn't really know how to answer. He's like,
Audric's just gonna
he
kinda.
kind of shrugs his shoulders.
He's not gonna force the issue, he's just gonna
Are
turn
you
away.
done with your moral philosophy class?
Yes, for now, but I'm happy to. I would have them. I can English the goodly today. Oh boy.
Yes, you can.
I want to see
I
you
would
play a
have-
gnome.
I would happily publicize more, but I have a feeling like we have a long road ahead of us, and 4 people who would be willing to stab me in the back after I'm done.
Not quite interesting,
Not
actually.
trying to stab you in the back.
Pelvin, what's your name again?
I'm Audric. Thank you very much.
Ah, yes, Audric, yes, gracious. You don't happen to have witnessed some very great events, have you? Like
No.
events of great magical
No.
magnitude or anything?
He hasn't.
I
Stop, Zoe.
Have
No.
you have you had
That
have you had any form
Virgil-
of like deep set? Yeah, well, anyways, let's go
Virgil
on.
glares at Zoe.
What? Why are you glaring at me? I just want to do some small talk.
well,
I know what you
if
want to
I'm
do.
being honest, I
Don't be.
I I
Yes,
don't think
Audric.
we've known each other well enough for me to start telling you deep-hearted secrets about the mysteries of the universe I may or may not have seen.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Don't tell her anything.
But if
Why?
I don't
I
know
haven't
exactly
read it.
how she does it,
It's just memories.
but
of
she
like,
takes.
if
what?
Yes,
I
but
if
she'll
you
cannot
must
take
say
them,
know,
and then you won't have them anymore.
if you
Yes,
must know
Audrey.
my backstory, I was raised in a church for very long, and then I grew up, and they told me to go out and help people. And the first people I helped dumped me here, so I'm hoping it goes better with round 2, if I'm being honest.
That's so incredibly boring and not even interesting anymore. Ah,
I can tell you about how I prayed for 9 hours a day.
oh, good lord, please, good, please, no.
wait, isn't Zoe also a lady of like faith or whatever?
Oh yeah, but I don't pray 9 hours a day.
I've seen you pray.
Sometimes
Oh,
10.
you? Ah, good lord. Oh my god, no. I
How
ain't
did
praying
you
9 hours
even-
a day.
Eat.
Oh,
Did
well,
you just pray while doing things, or
Yes,
you
that sounds
fast?
deeply traumatic, doesn't it?
what?
That sounds deeply traumatic, like having to pray 9 or 10 hours?
For priests of Ilmater? Yes, it is
No
Ilmater.
matter.
Yeah. For priests of Ilmater, everything can be prayer if we really put our backs into it.
Anything?
Everything can be prayer.
That's their time to do summer or prayer.
We had the exact same idea at the exact same time.
Yeah, and I
You
just
shouldn't
realized
word
that
it
after
like
saying
that.
those words. Oh boy. Audric is now regretting saying anything at all. As
Can I-
is his
You all
player.
want to hear
Virgil,
Can I-
Virgil,
that sub story. My mother was severely abusive to my older brother. The only reason why I'm even alive is because he was suffering. So that's
sad
fun.
as well. I am deeply sorry for that.
Virgil looks at
Oh, don't
Farion
apologize.
a
It
bit
wasn't-
oddly.
Besides, my sister killed the bitch.
Yeah, drow do a lot of
Maybe
killing,
one
don't
good
they?
thing she's done.
Oh well.
But Virgil kind of grins teasingly at Odd and is like, so how many times a day did you pray with others? That's not as good as what I meant.
Audric just begins rubbing his nose. Technically, although this is probably not going to be the answer you're looking for, sometimes... Look, we're healers, okay? That's kind of our job. Oh my god, I'm not...
I'm sure that would be helpful while praying.
With others all the time
Or after
too.
praying.
Oh god. I bet it doesn't help that we tell... It doesn't help that to explain that how we worship is to ease the burdens of others.
I was raised in absolute darkness.
I can't support you, but yes, that does sound the way that you.
I am very well aware of how it sounds.
Ilmater is the prostitute god, pass it on.
It doesn't help that many of his worshippers are the... God.
Beautiful.
Hey, no shame, my brother is a prostitute.
He's the god of the downtrodden. It just... Oh my god. Oh, little matter, guide my hand.
Guide your hand.
I hate you so much right now.
I mean, they are priests, basically. I mean, they definitely have a nice black back room, haven't they?
Audric's just not going to honor that with a response. I don't think it's this plain causing the headache now.
Our paladin.
Oh boy. Let's talk about anything else now.
Your words.
Blame
us for taking your words to their logical conclusion.
Yes, logical.
Sometimes I think maybe I just have a dirty mind. But then I remember that, no, that's not my fault. It's the world that's wrong.
Boy.
Okay.
So Audric is regretting everything. Is he wishing that he had just starved to death on the car yet?
He's beginning to. Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, till we're there. Mom, can I get ice cream?
Not now.
Oh,
we have ice cream at home.
The fuck is ice cream?
We do, but it's
Audric literally goes, "What is ice cream?"
You don't know what ice cream is.
What is wrong with this guy?
I was raised
Basically,
in
you
a
take
church.
mashed up fruits and then you put ice into them and you stir it a lot.
That doesn't.
And then it makes ice cream.
That doesn't
It's really good.
Mom,
good.
ice cream at home is filled with cockroaches.
Okay, that
What?
sounds
I'm
bad. I
surprised they
prefer their
have.
version.
No, we've never eaten ice cream of cockroaches. Cockroaches are disgusting. You can eat them, it's protein, but you don't want to. Have you ever had candied mushrooms? They're really good.
I have heard of those, but I've never tried them. Oh god, now I'm
I
trying to
think
do your voices. Oh.
fair enough. All I think I want to do down there is like
Yeah.
burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on giving Virgil a voice. He just kind of has whatever accent
Well, I was
I
trying to
feel
go
like
for a more
mimicking at the
deep and
time.
booming voice, but then I realized I started speaking like this every time I talked through them, and I was like, oh god, no.
It's
Stop,
turning into a
Charles.
no.
Yeah. You're with
How long?
3
Oh, come.
people
How
who have
long
higher
is it till we
pitched
kind of
voices,
get
so it's
to a place of rest or anything?
Yeah, you reach by noon. You reach the end of the cog, and Artemis just sort of wordlessly sits down and starts unpacking his bag and is like, "We're resting."
Oh, thank god.
Yeah, Zoe
He
is
hasn't said a thing throughout the entire dialogue earlier.
yeah, Zoe is just going to go down for like pray for a bit and somehow try to reach her fellows or somehow find a connection to any form of Shadowfell, any information about any Shadowfell portal. That's what she's currently praying for.
Audric's gonna make tea. Yes, he is that guy.
Virgil is going to
Portable
continue.
campfire. Somebody pulled up, probably Artemis. Man's full of surprises. Anyways, you have a portable campfire, and
Virgil will light it.
Of course, Virgil will light it.
Yeah, Virgil likes fucking
Yeah,
anything.
but I just like to say that every time
Virgil
because it
likes
feels like I'm
fire.
contributing.
Contribute. So, Virgil, I've
Contributing.
heard about these nut jobs. How about you?
Has he not like told you his
Nope.
sad life story
Nope,
yet?
he is not.
Oh.
Oh boy, here we go.
Virgil stares kind of somberly into fire. My. Well, I once was part of, a group of criminals that not like bad people.
Yeah.
Anyway, one day
A bit more
I came back.
quietly, please.
One day I came back and they were all murdered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so I am now on a quest to eventually avenge them.
Audric's quiet now.
Can you even hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, Fox, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, because sometimes it just doesn't show that I'm talking.
Mm.
Luna, could you be a little bit more quiet?
With the eating. Or whatever.
Or whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. You're just making very loud noises.
They muted. They're fine. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine.
Shit.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
I understand if that helps. It probably doesn't, but I do understand in a way.
It's a nice gesture. But
I
doesn't really help.
know. I I had lied earlier. I wasn't part of a church. I we grew up in a crap hole, and my younger self ended up joining a gang. Well, that's what we called ourselves, I suppose. Till
Mhm.
one day, leader decided to kidnap a child. I wasn't cool with that. I made it aware.
Oh.
Is Zoe hearing this?
Audric's trying to be
Check.
quiet, so hopefully not.
Roll a perception check.
Oh god, here we go. Okay, 15. Let me count. 23.
You hear it.
Damn it.
Beautiful.
But does she see that interrupting a moment would?
She's just going to pretend she's praying right now.
Okay, but she
And
does hear it.
she is going to listen. If you move further, stealthy bird flying around.
Anyway, so he just like,
Yeah,
yeah, I didn't agree with that. So strange seeing three of my
that's understandable.
seeing three of my friends pull blades on me. So I
Mm.
it was enough at least. I staggered out of the room. Well, authorities had shown up by
Mm.
then, and I got out of there thankfully before they showed up, and child was safe. At least I
Yeah.
found out the next day. But passed out in a forest and thought I was dead. Woke up and I was not.
Mm. Yeah, it was very um jarring to come back with the alcohol that they had requested
Yeah.
because we had just had a very successful uh, s- score.
Yes.
Lots of treasure.
I can
Everyone was
imagine.
very happy, and I came back, and their bodies were scattered around the room.
I'm sorry.
Kind of, hmm,
Yeah.
still gives me nightmares sometimes, but
Yeah.
that's not really.
I I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I am very adept at healing the body, but the mind is much harder to work on.
Yeah. I don't I don't want to be healed
I
mentally.
I
I
understand.
I want the person who did it to pay. So,
That's a very understandable emotion.
hmm.
As a paladin of Ilmater, I am required to tell you that forgiveness is the best revenge, but I do understand the want for more tangible vengeance. Trust me, I was very angry at my uh, shall we call them friends for a very long time, but I never really found out anything else that happened to them, and I was certainly not their
Mhm.
downfall.
Mm,
Yes, yes,
yes. I understand. I don't know. They were very nice people, really.
yes. Well,
Not maybe not good people, but they were good to me. But if they had done something one of the few things that I find morally abhorrent. I don't know
Yes.
what I would have done.
Well,
So
well,
you had to make a tough decision.
everyone does. I will not pretend my road was easy, but I also won't pretend like there weren't choices I made going down it that
Hmm.
were not beneficial. Will not
Yeah.
pretend that all of my choices were the right thing to do. Even now,
Yeah.
I was.
I don't think my I don't regret any choices I made to bring me here. Maybe I do, but at the same time what happened happened.
Yes,
And you can only make the best of it now. But
that is
that
very true.
doesn't mean that that you can't the past can't affect you either.
I understand. I do understand.
We're just kind of done talking.
Hmm. Yeah, same over here.
So they just stare deep into the fire together.
Hmm.
Fox. So the memories Raven collects usually like of deep emotions and shit. Zoe would know if this would be a valuable memory. Would it be a valuable memory?
What?
You're not very high. You haven't collected very many memories, but you'd think they could potentially be valuable.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Well, there goes Merlin.
Yeah.
Merlin.
Merlin, come
Merlin, come
I
back,
was
or
about to
else
say,
go
I'm
back to
pretty.
the monastery and
on and spare.
live in celibacy forever.
Oh boy. Merlin's back.
Give me a second.
Wait.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, something weird happened, but I'm back.
Okay.
Doesn't always happen. You're in the KevinKrew, man. Weird shit happens.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole premise.
Yes. Boy.
Okay. Last I heard, Zoe was asking if she would know if the memory was valuable.
And I could potentially be valuable.
It's certainly valuable to the people who have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zoe, swear to God.
Zoe,
Zoe.
Yes.
Virgil
What?
might kill you if you try to take his
Virgil
memory away.
might, I know, but the other guy there.
Oh, Virgil might kill you if you try to take his memory too, or at least wound you.
Audrey
Yeah.
would certainly not be happy losing any of his memories.
Killer.
Well, you don't know that she heard that, so well.
Well, he doesn't. He
Yeah,
doesn't know that.
they do.
Heard. That's it.
They don't know that Zoe heard it,
Yes.
but
if she tried to take it,
yeah, Virgil knows that she can take memories.
Audric does not.
He doesn't know how, but he knows that she can, and he also knows that she is trying to scope out their new member because of the question, the very obvious question that she asked earlier.
Yeah, I should have tried to deceive
So.
you. I have a +8 to that as well. Wait, no, +7. Yes, yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Audric's insight is a little bit high. Oh no, wait, that's wisdom. Never mind.
You have an unwise
who-
paladin.
What? No,
You
okay,
have an
so
unwise paladin.
you want to know the stats because paladins cast with charisma.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I keep thinking they cast with wisdom.
I know because clerics do, but paladins cast with charisma. So he has 13
It's
strength,
fucking
12,
weird.
12 dexterity, 17 constitution, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 17 charisma.
So we have a charismatic paladin.
Yes.
Yeah, Zoe's supposed to be charismatic too, but I think that only adds up to like intimidation and shit. Because I have like 8 now.
So is charismatic as a fucking squash.
Oh boy. So that's why I was wondering why I had proficiency in deception when it should be in persuasion. But it's because of his background, which is criminal.
Zoe is actually.
Oh yay! What subtype of criminal?
I do not have the books, so it's just a criminal.
Oh, okay.
So Zoe is actually.
Mine
going
is criminal
to...
highway robber.
Yeah,
2
Zoe...
criminals in the party. 2 ex-convicts.
Yeah, so Zoe is actually going to go to Artemis, in fact.
He's sharpening a stick. God knows where he got it.
She's currently contemplating if she should talk at all. She knows she's to stay quiet.
So, sorry, I'm yawning. I haven't had coffee. I have a crippling caffeine addiction, can you tell?
Yeah, I feel that.
Same. I'm not I don't have coffee every day or anything, but I still
I have
need
to
it every day.
concentrate. I'll have coffee beforehand, and now it's become a sort of coalition between my brain going into focus mode and having a cup of coffee. And I'm not in focus mode right now, when I should be.
So, yeah, I believe it's always actually going to meditate now because nothing else to do. But she's gonna Raven alert
Okay,
if
so you
anybody
walk up
just
to
starts.
Artemis, you sit next to him, and then you start to meditate.
Yeah, because she was like, maybe I can find something out about Jarlaxle, maybe, but then she was like, better not talk to Artemis, that's not gonna end well.
I don't need to interpret that. You just sort of walked up and then fell asleep. You're like, is she taunting me? Is she asking me to stab her in the neck? Like, what is this?
Well, the Raven is still dead. If anybody tries
Is this a weird way to flirt?
I wouldn't be trying to flirt like that, but whatever. Okay.
Well, if she's meditating now, the Raven is keeping watch, especially if somebody starts talking again.
Nah, Audric's gonna be. Unless Farion
is
chirps out.
poking at the fire with his retracted sword staff. He has a very long staff that he carries around everywhere.
Don't I also have a sword staff?
Yeah, you also have one,
Yes, I do.
actually.
It's like a fire one.
Yep.
So, Audric actually pipes up. So we haven't gotten into a scrap yet, and I'm certainly not asking for one between us, but what are all of you good at in a fight?
Orange Blast!
Goodness,
You're
I think my
frickin'
eardrums
sleeping.
just decided to leave my body and move to Florida.
God, do I feel that.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to expect.
I don't think anybody here has ever seen me fight, but my strong suit is kind of being quicker than my enemy and hitting them first.
Hmm.
And then also looking good while I do it.
Oh wait, in that case, Zoe didn't even talk because she's actually
Yeah, because she's
yeah.
freaking asleep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Virgil kinda pulls out his weapons, which are 2 daggers, a rapier,
Mhm.
silver, and looks very nice. Um, and the sword staff thing he got. These are what I have, but I usually fight with the rapier.
Ah, I I typically just heal my allies and keep enemies off of
Hmm.
them. I'm not.
But can you protect yourself
I
if necessary?
I do have a sword. I can, if I must. But, uh, ooh, I gotta talk to the DM about that. Oh boy.
Hmm?
So, uh,
The DM is here.
yes, can I use Divine Smite plus fit when hitting people with my fists? I don't actually know if you can. It says melee
Don't
weapon.
know that either. Good question.
It sounds amazing. I would allow it. Like
Okay,
there's
so the
someone.
one thing
Divine
is
smite.
the
But
avatar of Ilmater, if he ever does get into combat, only uses his fists and will occasionally throw spells if absolutely necessary. So it would fit, but I don't. Audric's gonna
And
not
no matter
really.
if it like is in the books or whatever, we're just gonna say it's
okay,
okay because of
so
the
according
god.
to
Yeah,
Roll20, yeah, like if it, I don't think it matters, but it technically is a melee weapon,
yeah.
melee weapon.
Okay, yeah, and it does
Are
say I have to use a melee weapon attack. I don't know if your fist counts as a melee weapon.
well, let's see, unarmed
Oh boy.
strike.
If you rip it off and then fling it at people, it is.
No,
It
but then
is
it's not
a
melee, that's
simple.
ranged.
Wait,
Isn't there a
guys,
superhero
no,
like that who
no.
can
Listen,
take off his
guys,
arm and then beats people to
guys.
death with it?
I think we killed
Deadpool
Merlin.
Unarmed,
Probably not.
guys,
Deadpool.
guys.
Deadpool everyone.
Okay, Merlin's trying to talk.
It is a
Okay.
melee attack,
Okay.
so it is technically fine.
Okay.
You can fist
Like it's not a weapon, but
because
we can fudge that a bit.
Yes. Also, he's not gonna really use it with his longsword because that doesn't fit him. But he's also probably he's also probably not gonna smite that much because that means that he doesn't get those spell slots to cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
But
So
I didn't
So he's
actually
just
realize he could
Virgil is just
smite until too
concerned.
long. I do not worry about me, Virgil. Don't don't worry about me.
I just don't want to have to babysit
need the
you
healer.
If anything, I
too
am.
much anyway.
If oh, also I can attack twice. I didn't realize that. Oh yeah, I realize I'm one of the martial classes. I get to do extra attack at 4th level. So, boy. Technically, I can smite twice a turn,
I'm
but I'm not
to
going to.
double. I'm starting to second guess if I can even do a boss fight in my current state.
We can
how
do
far we get.
yeah.
If it helps,
Um
Hodrick really doesn't do that. But anyway, you were saying, Merlin?
oh Virgil is going to kind of go over to Farion and um ask him if he can show him some basic things with the sword staff.
Sure, but those clothes are going to hinder you. he's wearing he's still wearing the steampunk outfit, but he's about to change back. He's like, I'm afraid my spares won't really fit you, but
No.
I can show you the moves, but I'm not sure you'll be able to do them quick enough by the end of the lesson.
That's fine. I just want some basic practice.
Right. Grab your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of just steps behind a nearby rock outcropping or whatever and starts to change.
I will not have my
Virgil's
brother
still wearing
spy on him right now. I don't think.
the drow leather arm. No, he probably changed back into his regular leather armor. He's going to take off the leather armor and just have kind of regular, loose fitting clothes underneath it.
Okay. Yeah, he returns back from behind the rock in his usual sort of get up. And he sort of shows you how to how to activate the blade and how to retract it. And he goes through different stances with you, and he makes you practice the one like basic strike over and over. And every time you do it, he has something to say about it.
Virgil's eyebrow starts to twitch every single time he's kind of critiqued, but he doesn't say anything.
Listen, this is an
used...
ancient and sacred art that was passed down through through my family for generations. It is an honor that you get to learn this.
Yes, I know. I'm very grateful for your tutelage.
Good. Now let's try something else. He demonstrates to you how to whirl it around to quickly attack multiple enemies. Like he gives you the whole rundown. Basically, you go. It becomes darker by the time you're done. It took hours, and everybody's very bored and just sort of watching.
Audric's
Except
he's praying.
It's fucking. Joy's just fucking meditating, like, she doesn't care.
Audric is now singing something in Celestial.
1 second, somebody's knocking on my door. Dare I suggest it's probably my brother?
Get the fly
pet
weights. Annoying.
His brother is freaking crazy.
Yes.
Yo, short break. My family's having cake and I'm not missing out on that.
Huzzah.
Get that cake.
Hey, if they have cake, maybe they have coffee too.
Well.
Okay, so short break.
Alright.
That's fine. It's almost kind of lunchtime for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I'm just gonna eat something in here.
Maya, I do have a question.
Wait, you have a question?
How would Audrey honestly gets his memory stolen? Like, this really traumatic memory is just gone, and he doesn't know what is missing, just knows something.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
How would Audrey react? Yeah, how would Audrey react if his memory, deep traumatic memory, would just be gone, and he doesn't know what is missing, but that something is missing?
He would be mildly frustrated. And by mildly, I mean majorly. Very quickly. Uh, he might, if he figures it out, he might actually literally cast Zone of Truth and start asking questions to everyone there.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, well, Zoe wouldn't know that. Just want to make sure that there will be no
Virgil would
PvP. Like, what
see.
PvP
Virgil would
happened?
no. Virgil would know, and Virgil would attack her.
How is he gonna prove it?
Well,
He doesn't need proof. He's a vigilante.
Okay.
He's a vigilante. He
Okay, most of the members
has
of you because that would
only
involve PvP.
the only thing that Virgil needs to prove, like the only person he needs to prove it to is himself.
Okay, yeah, okay. Listen, the only thing that is saving your memory PvP is disallowed by the Dungeon Master, so...
so maybe don't start it.
There,
Yes, indeed, it's
so
the only
maybe
thing that's
don't do it.
saving you. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I keep.
See,
Oh, that's concentration.
what?
I'm just looking through different spells I have.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Oh, that isn't concentration. Oh, that is beautiful. Because I know what a lot of these do. Like, sleep is obvious, command is a little bit easy, cure wounds is obvious, calm emotions, zone of truth, I know these. But I had shield of faith, and I was like, what is that? And then realized
Oh,
it gives,
that's cool.
yeah, gives someone +2 bonus to AC for 10 minutes. Sadly, it's also
Nice.
concentration.
Oh.
And then
So you just kind of
sanctuary.
have to keep concentrating.
Well, no, concentration is
Six.
ruined whenever well, is not ruined, but you have to make a check whenever you take
Uh,
damage or what's that?
gotcha. I've never had to do anything with concentration, really.
Concentration 5e. All right, concentration. You casting another concentration spell ends the first. You can't have two going simultaneously. If you take damage while concentrating, you must roll a Constitution saving throw, DC 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. Should you fail, you lose concentration. If you take damage from multiple sources, you roll separately, though that's rare in 5e. Magic Missile is one that I remember. Um, if you are incapacitated or instantly die, your concentration ends. But let's be honest, between me and you, I kind of figured being knocked out might ruin your concentration. Maybe. Theoretically.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
If I'm knocked out, I think we have a little bit more to worry about than just whether or not my spells lose concentration. But Sanctuary is not
Hmm.
concentration, which you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. And by the way, this is a minute. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. It doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as Fireball. If the warded creature makes an attack, cast a spell that affects an enemy, or what was the last one? Or deals damage to another creature, the spell automatically ends.
Nice.
Yes. I did kinda know what that
Mm,
one
I
does, but
love.
not very.
I love spells.
Yes.
This character is a rogue, but he also has the fire
Mm-hmm.
and every other major character I
8
have as a spellcaster.
hours? What? Oh boy. I was wondering why this is a second
What?
level spell. Um, so, Aid. Its duration is 8 hours long. Your spell bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each creature's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for 8 hours. See, I took that because I figured if multiple of us went down, I could just cast that and bring them back to life. Because when you get more health, you can automatically come back from unconsciousness. But did not realize that that lasts for 8 fucking hours and is not concentration.
That's pretty nice.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my
And I'll just
god.
go. Yeah.
Good lord. Okay.
Oh, oh.
This is not. Ah.
I gotta say, I absolutely love expertise.
Oh yes,
Oh
yes.
heck yeah.
Oh boy.
It is one of my favorite
The
class
only
features.
the only class I think that gets a little bit better at than rogue at expertise is bard, and those are pretty much almost identical in my opinion. Because they
Mm.
get what do bards get again? Let me look it up. It's been a minute since I played a bard. Because I play a lot of martial classes, so I don't know those.
Mhm.
Jack of all
Yeah.
trades.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, starting at second level,
Oh
you get bard.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah. Bard is pretty nice, but
yes,
I am a bard, so yes.
yes,
I have done a character sheet like for my curse collect itself. And they don't get expertise right away, but they get it. And they get also a lot of proficiency, like
mm-hmm.
basically everything, and they can add half their proficiency in fire to
Yeah.
any skill I'm not proficient in it. Like, yeah, I'm not perfect at everything, but I can do everything. That's
I'm
really
not good
great.
at everything, but I certainly can do it.
And then there are things that I like. I'm not good at everything, but I can do everything. And then there are things I can do especially well. That's bad,
mhm.
especially
Yes.
seducing other people and just fucking them.
Oh,
I also kind of want to look through the feats again
Oh, feats are great.
because
yeah.
I love feats, but
Listen, when you play
I also
human,
love having.
you just get a feat. This is
Yes.
great.
Fighters also get them quite frequently.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Um. So I cannot wait until ninth level for my character because counterspell.
Mhm.
You get counterspell as a fucking Oath of Redemption paladin. You get counterspell. Do you know how many times Fox is gonna be like, and then your opponent casts, and I'm like, no,
Yeah. Listen, about the
counterspell.
combat thing, what the combat thing out of character, like Zoe is like especially is great at like making people run away and cower in fear. Her
Mm-hmm.
sword has an ability that can do it. I have fear as a spell. I have like intimidation plus 7. I
Mm-hmm.
have also thaumaturgy because I took Pact of the Doom, which I
Oh,
used to like intimidate a
ooh,
group. That I usually just
yes,
use it to
you
make my
know the best spell. Thaumaturgy
cantrip
is the
actually.
best spell.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Like I used it all the time, like to make my
Right.
eyes glow red and shit. Like this was one where I was in this mansion. Then there were enemies coming at us, and what you see like this weird elf with red glowing eyes, the flames of the torches around just flickering, and those cultists just turned away and ran away.
Yeah,
But
that's
then I
that's
really
often
working,
why I
yeah.
take Tiefling because they get it for free.
Tiefling!
I
Tiefling.
love tieflings.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this is so beautiful. Also, I had like Witch's Mockery for some time in my Pact of Tomb book. I killed the enemy priestess with that. I literally killed by it. It was beautiful.
So okay, so my friend or my sibling uh, wanted me to uh, roll up a bard for them, so I did as a good brother.
Mhm.
Um, what I didn't realize is that they wanted to be more spell focused, and uh, we kind of needed someone to do DPS. So I wrote up a College of Swords bard. That was not good. I clicked the wrong. I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
But
Um,
anyway,
yeah.
I realized.
I'm super happy with. Oh no, continue.
Hey, you're good. They only got to use vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery is great. It's just hilarious.
Yes, it is. Uh,
Mm.
it does drop off on some of the higher levels. Oh my god. When your fists deal 2 plus 3d8 damage because you put in a 3rd level spell slot to smite.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's absolutely beautiful.
yes, it is.
Also, apart from that, Zoe has like quite a few cool spells. I have Summon Shadow Spawn, Intellect Fortress, like for support shit. Then I have like both the Hadar spells, like Arms and Hollow Feather. And I have Shadow of Mortal, essentially turns me into like a black, shadowy, dark burning figure of absolute horror and despair.
Hmm.
Good luck. The only problem is I'm a warlock. I only have 2 spell slots, so
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Those
My
poor warlocks.
warlocks
And
get
then
like no spell slots.
no. But they regenerate on a short rest, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the level 20 ability is?
Paladins get a few spell slots, though not that many. Like I only have 4
What?
first level spell slots and 3 second level.
I have 2 spell slots and nothing more at level 7. But that's why I have fucking Eldritch Blast. And that's why I
Yeah.
have fucking
Okay,
Eldritch
but to be fair,
Invocation.
paladins don't get cantrips. So, I mean, then
Listen,
again, we
my
hit
Eldritch
things with
Yeah.
swords, so like, you know.
Okay. Listen, my Eldritch Invocations, first, I can cast Detect Magic as much as I want.
True.
Then, I have like 120 feet. Not dark vision, but I see, in 120 feet, I see like in absolute normal light,
Mhm.
and that even through magical darkness. Then the other Eldritch Invocation, I can look
That
through
is
walls,
pretty sweet.
through
Wait, did
walls.
you
I
do
can.
Pact of the Tome? Or did you
Yes,
do.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have Thaumaturgy. Otherwise,
Gotcha. Yeah, true. What did,
and
uh.
I,
What did Virgil. So they're a rogue. What did their. What was their subclass?
Uh, thief.
Ah,
Thief. He's a thief.
okay.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do Arcane Trickster because spells, but
Yeah.
it didn't really work for the character.
Yeah, fair enough. So if Odric does not end up being a good fit for this party, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm never gonna
Mhm.
change him from lawful good. So if this, if we
Oh
become
yeah.
evil, then he's probably just gonna part
Yeah.
ways. But I have
Uh-huh.
a uh Eldritch Knight in the works,
Nice.
so he's gonna be my Eldritch Knight's gonna begin every single combat by immediately casting what's the word? It makes his sword magic a +1 magic item. It is concentration though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, God,
I did
I hate saying this is concentration though.
Could be worse.
It could. It could.
Totally.
for the thing that Fox and I are doing, I made a drow character that I think I mentioned a couple days ago. But
Oh, yeah.
I love his uh kind of class so much. He's a cleric, but
Yeah, but
I
clerics
wanted
are really good.
to yes,
Like they
and
just
I
are.
wanted to and I wanted to do something that was a bit more. It was a homebrew subclass,
Hmm.
and so it's kind of a bit of a like he's a swordsman
Ah,
but with spells.
yes. Yes. That's similar to Arcane, not Arcane, or Eldritch Knight.
Mhm.
But you don't have to wait till 3rd level for that. So. Also, Eldritch Knights are not great, in my opinion. They're fine, don't get me wrong. They're just... They're fighters pretending to be wizards. And it doesn't end up working too much. Because...
Yeah.
It's better than Champion, though, because... Champion, I'm gonna dunk on you until we're done until this game is literally never seeing the light of day again. I will dunk on the Champion subclass until the sun burns out. You want to play a fighter? We put a little more fighter in your fighter so you can hit things with more fighter. I think
I have a character named Jimmy who is a man pretending to be a mimic because he was raised by mimics.
Yes.
Okay. Hey.
His entire build is centered around persuasion. So he can convince people that he's actually an item of furniture.
Wow. Just wow. Alright. So, Luna,
He's not
we
the
good
weirdest
Yeah,
character I've made. Alright, I apologize for my
cake
still
adventure.
no coffee, by the way, which is a bummer, but I apologize for my slow nature earlier. Maybe I should have just eaten something.
Okay, I'm back.
Could have
Maybe.
possibly be the fault of mine, but hold on, actually let me fill up my water bottle because it's almost empty. This will also lead to me having to use the bathroom in the next 20 to 30 minutes, so
Yeah, well.
I'll just leave you guys unmuted.
But
yeah. Oh, you have me back now.
Yeah, but Fox left.
Oh, shite. You know what?
They're coming back, though. They're just refilling water.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like I said, I have 26 characters right here.
Good fucking lord, what the hell? Let's score some more loud from all then.
Alright, just to rattle some off, like, I made a good chunk that are just video game characters.
Well, listen, Alan, the biggest problem is if I'm concentrating on how I need to do the accent or something. I have watched so many Irish YouTubers and running with the Wolfwalkers. It's just they've lost my Irish accent, kind of. I'm never gonna get rid of that.
Oh, I should probably get rid of that guy. He was from a campaign that never took off.
Oh, good lord.
Get rid of that gay. If he's a gay, don't get rid of him. We might need to use him later.
I said guy, number one. Number two, he's a ranger that was specifically tailored to that campaign.
Yeah, I heard I should probably get rid of that gay, and I was very confused.
No. Every single one of my characters is, yeah. I think
every single one of your characters is gay?
Yeah.
Same, though.
Or at least
Guess who is getting
somewhere.
Pizza tonight?
Are we back?
Guess who's getting pizza tonight?
You.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Of course you are.
Oh, no, fucking hell. What the heck, man? Oh, well.
Ah, boy. Alright. Oh, I didn't pause the recording.
My characters.
It was starting to get dark. Everybody was kind of annoyed because Fedion is basically teaching Virgil the entirety of 120 years worth of, staff twirling techniques, basically.
Mm-hmm. Can I roll for something to see how well Virgil has, learned it?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna... dexterity?
Yeah, just a straight D20, maybe dex, if your dex bonus is decent.
My dex bonus is +3.
Then do it with Dex, because that's what you'd be using to fight.
16.
16, yeah, sure. You can pick up relatively well. Obviously you're missing a lot of experience that he has, but you pick up the basic techniques very well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
So, Audric, just...
Sounds wonderful.
Do you guys want to start moving again, or is it too late for that?
Oh no, the dark definitely covers us, so this is ideal, if not perfectly ideal.
Okay, Zoe's Raven is gonna wake her at that, so she is ready to march.
Okay, so you pack up everything, you start getting back on the road. You want some more road dialogue, or do we just want to power through?
Oh my god, I personally would like to power through right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we've had enough.
I think we did about an hour and a half of dialogue.
Oh my goodness, it's not.
Enough bullying of the paladin then.
Yes, Audric is definitely going to sign up for less bullying.
Also,
Let's
go. I have decided, because it would lead to PvP in any way, I will not steal any of the others' memories, because that wouldn't end well. It would be in character, but you overruled that, so suck it.
Yeah.
You can't take just any memory either. I think we've gone over this. You need a certain item, and if you waste one of those items even on a memory, like, you'd get in trouble for that, though.
Yeah, I thought it was like, if the memory is valuable, it's okay. That's like, thought it was going like, if it's a valuable memory, it's a valuable memory. It's a valuable memory, it's valuable, and for that, okay. That's how I kind of thought that. And Zoe is kind of like, Jesus,
I can't understand any of what you just said.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
It kind of felt like, you know, when in the Peanuts, when an adult is talking, where you just hear the wah, wah, wah. That's kind of what I heard.
Yep. All right.
Well, I had it like the way, I thought it was like the way that if the memory is valuable, that would be okay, because it is a valuable memory. And like, this is what...
Scheiße.
Nice indeed.
Yeah, but is it worth...
Can you guys hear that too?
Potentially...
Yes.
I am so sorry.
Someone is stalling.
Gathering.
Either that or you just migrated to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, alright, let's just go on.
Zoe, is it worth gaining the entire party?
Okay,
well,
it's over.
It would be worth for Zoe, because that's what she collects for her grid, so for her it would be worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what a Raven Queen wants: deep despair and sadness. Like, traumatic events, like, fit right in.
Okay. It stopped.
Cool. Can we
stopped it. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Done.
Allons-y.
Okay.
Let's go.
What are we doing next?
You've been walking, you walk almost the entire night, and as dawn kind of cracks, Artemis points out this little village in the distance and is like, that's where we're going. Although I think he might have already left and be looking for us. And sure enough, you approach the village and you immediately see this rainbow-colored character standing in front of it, sort of waving and being like, there you are. I thought I'd never find you.
Oh, there is that asshole, finally.
How much should I trust him? Audric asks himself.
Do you ask it out loud?
Yes.
Or do you trust him until he trusts you? And even then, stay on your, tiptoes, I guess.
Do you want me to cast a Zone of Truth?
You can cast Zone of Truth. I mean, if you would wish to expend one of your spell slots for it,
He's asking
then
Artemis.
certainly. Well, I mean, I think the concept of spell slots among wizards and stuff is pretty well known, so.
I kind of just say,
No.
whenever I use in character, I always say that they're too tired to use magic in that sense. Like it's a certain level of exhaustion.
Expend your energy.
Yeah, that's
Spend your energy, whatever.
Yes.
Yes, it would be a good idea.
Basically, call it mana.
We could use mana.
I will not.
Alright, well then. Alright. So, as we approach, he is going to do that. It is a 15-foot radius. Everyone has to make a... Alright. Alright, everyone has to make a charisma saving throw.
Does it count as being charmed? Because if yes, I get advantage.
It does not count as being charmed.
Okay.
You just
I
can't...
got a dirty 20.
Wait.
Alright. The spell save is 14.
The 14 I get. Okay, I didn't make it. 14.
Okay.
Right?
Alright.
Wait.
And my character is aware of the result, so I do know that Virgil passed, and I am aware that Zoe failed.
Okay, so you're aware of everybody who passes and fails.
Yes.
Unless I get...
so I'm aware of who is affected and who does not.
Artemis passed, Ferion failed, and Jarlaxle failed as well.
Okay, so Jarlaxle, Ferion, I actually have to make a save too.
Wait, I still need to see...
Okay, I passed with flying colors.
Wait, please, I need to look up if warlocks are proficient in charisma saving throws, because if yes, I need to have... And I would have actually passed it. Alright, save, yes, that's in there, so plus 3, that would be 13.
It'd be 14?
14, yes, exactly 14.
Okay, so that you have to beat 14, so it had to be 15. So you would have failed.
Alright.
Alright. So, let me double check. So, Zoe failed, Jarlaxle failed, and Ferion failed. So those three cannot tell a lie. You don't have to tell the truth. You just can't tell a lie.
You can't lie.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It is, no, I'm in case... Virgil can lie all he wants, though. And so can Artemis.
He walks up to Jarlaxle and says, I like your hat, and then makes intense eye contact.
Alright, so... however, Audric is not going to lead with the talking. He's going to let Artemis do his thing.
Artemis walks up to Jarlaxle, who's like sort of opening his arms in a gesture of come here, and punches him straight in the face.
And Ray's just gonna straight up start laughing at this.
Audric huffs. I thought we were going to speak.
For your
that is beautiful.
And Jarlaxle, he sort of gets up from the floor. This knocked him over. Like, that was a punch.
Good
and
right
you can
hook.
see his nose is bleeding and looks kind of crooked, so that broke his nose. He's like, alright, I deserve that. But I'm sure you all want to get home as quickly as possible, so let's make these negotiations short.
Alright.
Alright, go on. I just want you to know that I absolutely hate you for what you did.
Again, I did not understand that.
Go on. I just want you to know that I hate you, absolutely hate you for what you did.
I am doing D&D right now.
Oh, please, you hate Nazareth. Why would you? It was a sacrifice that needed to be made.
You betrayed me! You could have just told us to just bring Nazareth here. That would have been... You could have just told us.
Oh, then you would have probably gone after me. Besides, I didn't know if you were on board with this or at all. Whatever.
Have you seen me acting? I really don't care if it's for my own good. Like, get something out of... Yeah,
Yes, but what about the others? There are other people than just you, Zoe, in the world.
Well, alright, yeah,
What
fair.
is it?
Alright, you're getting out of this anyway. I did a good job for you, so I want to get something out of it now.
Fair enough. What do you want?
Not at all. You don't definitely have any, like... You're not okay with getting your memories, are you?
You okay there, Merlin?
I only understood the hard part.
You want, you want to keep all your memories,
Someone
right?
just came in and told me something.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
was talking to them for a second.
Gotcha.
well, I mean, yes. That would be pleasant.
Let's make a deal. I'd say...
Thank you. So,
I will get... You surely know a lot of people. And some of them definitely have some form of very valuable memory, right? I'm sure
is how you define valuable.
Well, magical events of extreme magnitude, or events of extreme despair. The best case would be both.
Wow.
One of the things I'd like to have would be artifacts that are were in contact with said event.
I'm not sure I'm okay with
Think
this.
if I have anything of that sort. And he looks at Artemis, and Artemis looks at him, and he goes, no.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Jarlaxle immediately wants to sell his friends out.
He says, but, doesn't it haunt you at night? And Artemis goes, no. And Jarlaxle throws his hands up and goes, all right. I just know that you have nightmares. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm sorry, Zoe, but I'm afraid I don't have any such memories, and I don't have any such memories to offer you.
How about in a material plane? Do you have anything there?
Well, I have many among my people who probably have something of the sort. But you already took something from Nazareth, and, well...
How about any artifacts in contact with that event of Nazareth?
Now that you mention it, I might actually have a memory that could interest you, that I'm not particularly attached to.
Yes, go on.
Can I
It's one of
interrupt
mine,
just a second
so I hope you do
and
cherish
ask-
it, but I don't think you have the item required to extract it on you.
Yes,
But-
Merlin?
I was just wondering why the kind of negotiation over memories started, because I was distracted at the time.
Zoe wanted something in exchange.
Yes,
Something.
she was betrayed, but she still completed the mission, so she wants it. Well, I only need to know what this memory is about. I need enough information so I can extract it, nothing more.
So,
How about... Yeah. You only need to...
of a particularly outrageous downfall of mine a number of years back, that I would do well in forgetting. And Artemis goes, is it the one that I'm thinking of? And he goes, yes, it's the one you're thinking of. And he goes, great, so I'll have to remember that for the both of us then. And you see this strange expression on his face, this almost fond look when he thinks back on it. Artemis. I'm talking about Artemis.
Audric's gonna keep a lookout to make sure none of those earlier mentioned what was that called again? Executors? Executors?
Hunters.
Hunters?
Enforcers.
Enforcers, thank you.
Enforcers.
Yeah, he's just gonna make sure nothing like that is coming towards them while they're all
Roll
talking.
perception check.
Alright.
Oh, fuck.
Crap. What's that?
No, he said he's on lookout, so he's gonna have to roll for it.
Yeah, what's that? Just double checking to make sure I can't do anything else concerning that.
Virgil has, when they kind of met with Jarlaxle and he was punched in the face, Virgil drew his sword or rapier.
Yeah, Zoe's just
And
I got
has that.
Like, yep, sure, let's talk about this.
Perception, I got a 19.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
Don't hear much either, except for the TikToks.
What do you mean TikToks?
Like the
Oh, the gears.
Clock.
Yeah.
Clickety clack, you
What
know.
if the TikTok is the sound of the enforcers?
Also,
And as it gets louder
Mhm.
and louder, they get closer. Maybe they're invisible.
Don't put words in my mouth, Merlin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Audric is
I'm
kind
not
of
saying
settling.
that that's what it
In my
is.
mouth, but words are not one of them.
Audric is
Alright,
kind of
alright.
settling, kind of just.
Um,
He's not very happy about the whole memory thing, but he's just not gonna say anything because this ain't his business.
Yeah, Virgil kind of has the same attitude.
Fox,
As long as it's not his memory or anyone he cares about, he's well.
Fox, when Jarlaxle tells of the memory, is it going to be? She would know. Is it going to be valuable?
Talk quite valuable.
One
Okay,
second.
good.
I'll be right back.
Key.
So Zoe is currently just waiting for him to pawn.
A confrontation I had with him here in a crystalline tower of sorts over a particularly powerful artifact that we later destroyed together. If you're interested.
I am interested. I would make a deal about that. I would be fine with that.
Alright. You murder me on the spot.
Zoe is going up to him, is going to reach out her hand for a handshake.
He grabs your hand very suddenly.
Okay, she's going to shake it, and as she's sort of pulling out the memory, it's just gonna grab it from him, like, yep, here we go.
Okay, you see Jarlaxle and Artemis fighting in what is indeed a room made entirely of crystal. Screaming at each other. Something Jarlaxle says about, you were trying to take it from me, and he's holding this crystalline object. And Artemis screams back, I was deceiving you, and then the memory ends. And you have it in your hand.
Well, thank you very much, Jarlaxle. We're completely fine now. I hold no grudge anymore. Deal is deal. And she's just going to, like, pat him on the shoulder and walk back. Like, if she can reach high up, that high up. Only thing I want that is gonna get bad.
Memories sort of happen as crystals, like, it's a physical object now.
Yes.
Alright, now that we've got that done, can we get going now? Don't plan on staying
That would
and
be
being
nice.
hunted any
My
longer
dear
than I
friend
have to.
here
What?
were to finally hand me back my power sword. I wasn't going to leave you behind. What do you think? I'm no monster.
Zone of truth. I'm pretty sure he can't say those last couple of words.
He said from with full confidence.
True. Oh boy.
Actually, I'm going to leave us behind.
You'd better
I'm
not.
talking to him.
Yeah, to Jarlaxle, basically.
He nods towards Artemis. I knew he'd followed me, and honestly, why would I want to get rid of someone as beautiful as him? He tries to, tie a strand of his hair, and Artemis smacks away his wrist, like, no.
Alright, look, let's get going. It's the ticking starting to drive me nuts.
Alright, then, hand over the power source. Artemis drops it into his hand, and he sets up this little square contraption that he
Zoe's going to make sure she's as calm as possible, so there's no wasting any time in getting through that last bottle.
and he sets it up, and the portal opens, and he sort of waves you all through.
Okay, so we go through the portal.
Who goes first?
I will go first. Or no, whoever's closest. I think Zoe would go first.
Yes,
because
I'm
she's
going.
closest.
Yes.
I think it was a bad idea. Now I think that. Oh, good lord. That was a very bad idea.
Zoe.
So, do you go through?
Yeah, I do, because
Okay,
I figured it was a bad idea, but
you walk through the portal, and you sort of stumble through and end up falling into some grass, realizing there's actual earth, and it's blissfully silent. There's actual wind.
where the heck am I? I'm immediately trying to contact my goddess.
You have better contact here.
Alright, I'm really just going to send a prayer of, yo, I've got something.
Anyways, who goes through next?
Audric's gonna step through next.
I'll...
Okay,
Just in
Audrey, same
case.
for you. You walk into this little meadow filled with grass.
Assuming Zoe's there.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Virgil's going to can I do what's this? Insight
Sure.
to see with the two of them.
What?
Not with you guys, but with Jarlaxle and
Looking for
Artemis.
particularly.
I'm looking to see if something might be weird about the place we're heading.
You see
I got it.
again that sort of fond expression on Artemis's face as, they're sort of waiting for you to step through. And Artemis goes, if you would feel better if I go first, I will.
Yeah.
He nods and
I
walks
would feel
through the
better.
portal. Audric and Zoe, you almost called you Vietnam. Patrick and Zoe, you
I take the
see
disadvantage.
Artemis step through, and he goes, "Well, I murdered them."
You better have not have.
Virgil's gonna step through
I figured I'd use my
immediately
ability
afterwards.
to lie.
Yeah, that. Well, we're not in a zone of truth anymore, so still back on that plane.
Fair enough. But was I lying?
I don't know.
Wait, what? I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, completely.
He's making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Virgil walks through after him, so
See, I
it's
was
clear
lying.
that he was not killed.
And next,
Lying?
you see the hat before you see the man. And the portal closes, and you're, another energy source completely wasted.
I'm assuming Farion stepped through as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know.
Farion was among the first.
Yes, you're good.
It's like, where did they go? Yeah, okay, so you are in this little dark meadow type, like there's stars in the sky. It's really refreshing.
After having not slept all night, Audric is. Alright, I'm ready to make camp if you guys are. Could use a bit of a nap myself.
Sure.
And congratulations, folks, you avoided the boss fight. You would have fought Jarlaxle had you been dicks to him. But you decided not to.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, listen, Zoe got something she wanted. She's fine.
Is it wrong of me to be slightly dissatisfied? Not slightly dissatisfied, is it necessarily? Slightly disappointed that I didn't get to show off my one or two abilities.
Yeah, I'm not too satisfied with this arc either. I thought I'd have more ideas, but I didn't.
That's fine.
So, you know,
Wait, so we
we're all a little disappointed.
we're done now.
We're done with the Mechanus arc, and congratulations, you survived Jarlaxle for another day.
Oh boy. Yes.
hey,
Yeah, fighting's not my strong.
Specialty. Yeah.
that's fine.
And I apologize if you guys suffer under that.
It's fine. We got it.
Yeah, you do a lot of role play and great world building. I enjoy that.
I enjoy the role play your way out of the situation approach more.
Yeah,
I'll give you guys something to beat later.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a feeling like this is the end of the session.
Like with your campaigns, you definitely have to build your character to be more role play focused rather than like
Yeah, that's why
fighting focus.
Hazel, the human fighter didn't really find a place in the party too well.
Yes. Yes. We'll work on it.
Who was
Audric
Hazel?
fits in with the others very well. I quite enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing
Nice.
him because he just has a lot of RP potential in my opinion. Because
He really does.
Can I get my bloody statue? I want my fucking red now.
Yes, I'm just gonna do a little quick flash forward to all the things that happened. Basically, you go back into town and you realize that you are close to like a small village, and they point you back towards Sandalin. And you go back home and you find that Nazareth is actually alive. He survived the stab. He immediately goes like Artemis and Jarlaxle will come with you. He immediately tries to kill Jarlaxle, but is stopped by everybody. And Virgil, you see Sling again, and he looks a completely different man.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that drawing that I sent you the other day. He's wearing that
Oh,
now.
yes.
Hmm.
I need to look at that.
And he's like explains to you that he started to learn to be a druid, and that he was very scared for you, that he thought he'd lost you forever.
No,
And we'll do a
you
role
didn't have
play
to
bit
worry.
after this. Kevin's also there. Kevin's happy to see you guys again. He doesn't know who Audric is, so at first he tries to eat him.
Excuse me?
Of course he does.
Okay, you have not met Kevin. Kevin's this short little goblin dude.
Yeah, he's seen like stuff about him.
I've heard of him. But
And,
eating me is kind of a...
Who's this punk, huh? Did he put you into any trouble? Do I need to eat him?
You could try, but I would say you should do it.
I think I'm one of... He looks over at Virgil. One of the only two in this party that's keeping us out of trouble. Thank you very much.
That's what they all say. Anyways, hi, I'm Kevin.
Hi.
I can write now.
You can write now?
You were gone so long, it's crazy.
I have no clue how long I
How
was
long
gone.
were we gone?
Okay, so you find out that in the Mechanus, you were there 3 days max. Down here, you were gone for 4 months.
Whoa! That is a lot.
Well, could be worse in my opinion.
He was so worried. He was just
Oh
worried
yeah, I
sick
see.
for you.
I see now. That's adorable. Okay.
Anyways, Audric, you're immediately introduced to a local cleric of what was the god? God of luck. Anybody know it?
Tiamat? I believe
God
something
of
like
fortune. No, Tiamat is definitely not what we're looking for here.
that. I was something like that.
One second.
Is it
I think I know. I have a
Tamora?
Yeah, tomorrow.
We're in the Forgotten Realms.
Tomorrow. That's actually a goddess. Yeah.
Goddess of fortune. And you're introduced to a very sort of somber, elvish cleric of Tamora who is like, oh, it's always lovely to see other people of the gods.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, cool, man. I don't.
Okay, that sounded non-existent. What the heck?
Like that. Okay, it doesn't matter. Ignore it.
Okay.
Zoe,
Yes.
you see, what was her name? Taylor or something?
What?
What was her name again? The girl that you were trying to get with.
Oh, yes, the girl. Yeah, what was her name? I honestly have no idea.
Taylor.
Oh, not Taylor, that's a shitty name.
Yeah, okay, then what was her name?
Just
It was
name
something
her
simple.
something.
I think it was Patty or Peggy or something like that, maybe.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's a very interesting
Hero.
question.
I'll look through my notes again. Anyways, you see her. and she hugs you. She's like, "Hey, you're back. How was everything? Are you all right?"
Yes, I. Can we say I wrote in the journal?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just write on
Okay. Oh, hey, yes, yeah, I'm definitely like hug a bacon dog, like, oh, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, the journal, I wrote everything. And I like a promise, I wrote everything down. Like, what's quite a little journey indeed.
it. Say that I barely understood it.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
barely understood a thing you said.
Yes, you, yeah.
Sorry,
You give
people are.
her the journal.
Sorry, people are just talking politics in the
Yeah,
background. Please
Fox
shoot me
is
in the
kind of.
forehead.
Fox, I believe you might want to reconnect.
Yeah, we
Huh?
might.
Can you please say again what you said? Yeah.
Uh,
Better?
I hope
Yes.
so. You have to repeat what you said.
Yeah, you give her the journal or whatever.
Yes, yes, I'm
okay.
definitely going to give it to her with like a very nice hug.
She will go, "Oh, I can't wait to read through all the things you've done."
Oh, no, surely. I definitely could go read it with you. Like, I was there firsthand, so.
All right. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Come up. We'll read it up in my room, I think.
Yeah, yes, very great idea. Yes, let's go and do that. But first, I might want to go catch something to eat other than dry ration.
Oh, yeah, actually, we just got a shipment of fresh fruit, and maybe we could get some of
That's great.
those.
Well, that sounds great. Let's go and grab something together, shall we?
All right. Okay, Audric,
Mm?
you were sort of pushed into a hut with the cleric of Timora, and she offered you tea and pretzels.
Uh, Thank you
Tea
very
on
much.
pretzels.
What are you people doing?
She
Why?
leans forward on the table and goes, "And tell me about your adventures."
Ah, um, so the good news is that I'm still alive. The bad news is I've been abandoned by what looks to be like two parties now, you bastards. It. Uh, I'm not very interesting. You should probably ask more of the others.
Kevin climbs on the table and eats a pretzel and goes, "What? I thought it was food. I wanted some."
Yeah, that's okay. You can have those pretzels. It, you'd probably get better stories out of a. Uh, oh God, I can't use that reference. Fuck. You'd probably get better stories out of the dungeons, to be honest. I Most of my latest adventures involved fetch quests, so grab an elder scroll of not elder scroll, an ancient tome of law and deliver it to a judge.
Grab
For
an elder scroll and bring it back to Markar.
I have been, I haven't actually played Skyrim in years, so I don't know how that happened, but
Wait,
it
why
did.
to Markov?
I don't know. It was the first thing that came into my head.
Is that no? Is that believe it to Markov? You wait. You've got to bring it to this god, to this times god, on the top of the floor of the world. You read it there. You're gonna see the bitch of a giant as world eater, and you're just gonna go and kill her.
Anyway, can we just continue, please?
Sorry, but yeah, no, Audric is very uncomfortable.
Ferion actually joins you in the house. He's like, "Hello, I saw that it was food, and I decided I wanted some."
Oh yes, please
He's like,
share.
"Oh, lovely, more company. I don't get a lot of company. Please talk to me."
Ah, the cleric. Oh, Audric was concerned for a moment when he was just shoved into a random hut with another person.
This isn't really a hut as much as it is like a small temple. Sort of, there's a table in the corner. It's like, assumingly mostly used to play dice or something like that, because Timora has a fortune or something.
Yes. So how do you? I don't think we have a lot of to talk about between me and you.
Maybe not, but I've just sort of been here all my life, and I would love to hear about other lands. Most of us have.
Yes. I can tell you about how the sunrise is very interesting over there. With so many gears between you and it looks quite strange. The ground is rather flat, and I do not care for it very much.
I like the accent you're trying out.
I am accidentally copying Luna and you whenever you try to do your thing.
The clear difference.
I am not trying to do that, but it is what is happening.
Sure, I don't care, really. At least there's a distinction. We're all just gonna roll our R's, and that's gonna be our character.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was trying to do
Except
something
for the
a little
one
bit
of us
more
who can't.
deep and booming, but unfortunately I cannot hold this for very long.
Besides, it sounds extremely ridiculous.
And very fake, I am very well aware of that. But instead I chose to do something a little bit more calm and quiet.
It has a hint of Irish. I like it.
Well,
Irish.
That's fucking beautiful.
Anyways, so now that we have that sort of, you're kind of forced to talk to this cleric. Ferion's also there, so he's just gonna sort of chat with you and the cleric lady. Ferion tells some gruesome tales about his childhood in the Underdark. For example, our favorite pastime down there is really throwing rocks at the mind flayers, and that... Well, you go with the slower friend, you see. Another thing we do is spider jousting. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like.
How are you alive?
Joust with spiders.
I don't know.
Jeezums. Well, I
The
apologize.
cleric is just sitting there with her tea, like having flashbacks to something.
Yes, well,
Anyways,
I apologize for my friend here being a little bit terrifying, to be honest.
No, it's fine. Great. This is great. Keep talking.
You don't get out much, do you?
I have low standards.
I can tell.
Okay, and now we move to the
Kevin.
main event of the evening, which is Virgil and Sin finally reuniting after what was just
Yay!
Yeah.
my dog.
Yes, please, let's go to someone else.
But keep in mind, Odd is still being just forced into conversation in that tent. Or not, I keep imagining it as a tent, but it's like a temple or whatever.
Yeah, it's like kind of, when people, like, when churches have, like, those big, crib scenes out during Christmas time. That's kind of what it is, except, like, there's more roof to it.
And Zoe's basically having a date.
I can't believe you just called a fucking... What are they called again?
Nativity scene?
Yes, I can't believe you just called that a crib scene.
Listen,
I've only had to help set up 4 of them
call
this
it that in
Christmas.
German. It's the Krippenspiel.
I've only had to help set up 4 of them this year. I'm quite happy with not having to do it again, even though I have to take all of them down.
I hate them.
Yeah, how's the date
Kind of.
going?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yes.
Yeah, so Virgil, you're left alone in a room with Sin, who's like he was helping as a sort of local wildlife. He and you learn that he and some of the townsfolk actually cleared out the goblin den that Kevin's from,
Oh,
and he's become sort of a beloved figure among them. Well,
well, that's
beloved
very
is a
nice.
strong word. They enjoy his company.
Well, um, I'm glad that you've found a life here.
Actually, Kevin who brought me back.
Oh yes, Kevin, the goblin. He led you
Kevin
out.
KevinKrew, of course. um,
Oh, I have something for you.
you do?
Yes. And he pulls out the like so what he's done over the past kind of rest is he divided took out like the best marbles and put them all in one pouch. And there's like 10 or so that are very kind of interesting with bright colors. And he hands the pouch to Sin.
See the pouch and he looks inside and he pulls out one with wonder on his face. And he turns to you and he goes,
Do you
"They're for me?"
Yes, do you I hope you like them.
I
There was
love
a
them.
there
He
was a
drops
place
the marble back in the satchel, ties it up, puts it in his pocket, and sort of gets a running started on engulfing you in the biggest hug you've ever received.
um so Virgil kind of definitely realizes that he's more touchy feely because last he saw like they were together, he was a lot more like just
I'm pretty sure
aloof and
Sin has held Virgil as they slept.
oh yeah, that did happen. Never mind. But he very much enjoys the hug and hugs him back. Hmm. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried
You're
about
okay as
you
well.
getting out of the
Before
Underdark.
you can say even another word, he kisses you.
Ooh. Um,
I'm
he
sorry
doesn't
to
know what
step
to do at
uncalled for.
first, but no, no. What he reacts, he's just very shocked at first, but then he, you know, kisses him back very sweetly.
Now at the turn do not know what he's doing or what he's supposed to do or what's even happening, but he's enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nazareth opens the door and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" Um,
Virgil
sorry.
just looks over him and glares.
Oh, I was interrupting some private time. Okay, I'll just go hang out with Kevin and the other person then. And
That would be
by the
best.
way, anybody know who the other person with the like Sailor Moon hair and the weird like
Sailor Moon?
give me
Sailor Moon.
spell check. That's the word I was looking for. And he doesn't know who that is.
You can ask him yourself. Get out.
Nazareth closes the door and leaves. And you're alone with Sin again.
People have no concept of privacy.
The
I swear.
Underdark. No, wait, I'm talking as Sin. Well, you know, in the Underdark, things are a little different.
Yeah, I know. You'll have to tell me all about the things you've done. Even more of your adventures.
Cleared out the cultist lair again. We picked off any stragglers that could have reformed, and there's 1,000 things I want to tell you about. He pulls you in and sort of leans his head against your shoulder. He's shorter than you, by the way.
Yes. I know. Versa says, well, we have all the time in the world. At least for now. You can tell me all you want.
We have the room to ourselves, so hopefully no
do.
more.
I think maybe we should lock the door.
Maybe, but that could have some implications. I'm not sure.
They'll get over it. Doesn't matter what they think.
Fair enough. Did you lock the door?
Yes.
That's all I have for today.
Yep.
Hooray! And for the next.
The only thing I still want to know, like, how is my date going and when the hell am I surprised showing up? I want my bloody raven.
Yes, that happens as well, but we'll discuss that next time we play Peng and Friends. So,
okay, first of all, this is not Peng and Friends, this is KevinKrew.
Me.
Whatever,
KevinKrew.
Peng and Friends is something completely different. But the thing is, the reason I said Peng and Friends is because the thing that we're going to talk about next is to do with the same world as Peng and Friends.
Huh.
It's the same setting, homebrew setting that I made. So
beautiful.
Okay.
As I mentioned, world is split in half into two halves by a giant firewall. So if anybody has any questions, me and Merlin can probably answer them. And Luna, maybe, if she remembers anything.
The thing is, like,
you did type out, like
what do I need to know to make a character?
It would probably have something. It would just be centric around the system of the city, of the whole guilds and rising in the ranks. It would kind of, you know how anime have kind of that. That's why it's kind of. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sending the backstory into the.
He just sent.
Yeah. I figured that would be easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll make a character.
Yeah, what
I
kind of character would be
would
nice?
want to possibly, try and have a week of alternation between the two campaigns, or see, like, if you would all want to play in this, I'd just ask, okay, do we want to do Penguin Friends or do we want to do the other one? And just see what you guys would want to do, because altogether I just have more ideas for the setting.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we could we could start next week, or we could take a week break so that you can get everything set up if you need that time, or something.
Week is totally fine for a session 1. Like, I just have to introduce the setting to you all and introduce your characters and kind of
Yeah, we
initiate
can
the
kind of.
story.
I'm thinking.
What are some of the other what level would characters be at?
We would start at 1, because it would be a sort of from the ground up
Okay.
type deal.
Okay, what were we making then? Just making another character, yay!
If you want any extra information about specific locations, Merlin and we both I made the city to suit Merlin's tastes, but I think you guys might like it as well.
Okay.
So if you have any questions, just ask. Ask.
Let's see. Oh my god, Fox, how about I'm going blind, sort of with the blind fighter, like the guy that's blind, but I get to use a blind fighting, so I can actually properly fight.
No,
Why not?
I don't think you know enough about what is going to go on to make a character that's so specific quite yet. That's why I encourage you to ask questions before making characters.
I'm doing a tease.
Keep in mind, this would not be the most serious campaign either.
Mm-hmm.
I kinda wanna make a shifter because shifters are awesome. And yeah, I'm making a shifter.
Didn't I just say to ask questions before making a character?
Yeah, well, basically, shifters are, they are like, fuck yeah, I can explain it, like, my Curse Collective also a shifter.
Merlin knows.
Shifters.
I am gonna stop the recording here and probably cut out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're just talking about it next.